Hey, I'm gonna make this short, sweet, and simple. Okay, John, put my name in the title, man. I was at work, bro. I couldn't get on your panel or whatever you was trying to do, or whatever reason my name was in the title. I was at work, my name. I and I got a chance to hear your live, right? And I think you forget the whole concept of why I said what I said. Okay, first of all, before you start talking, before you start running your mouth, put yourself in another man's shoes before you get the bumping, right? See, because you made a community wall, and your community wall stated that you was finna go come to the Louisiana and whoop a hippo, which you was referring to Lovely, right? Okay. Being that as of now, you know what I'm saying, I'm still here. What kind of man would I be? Whether we together, whether we're divorced, or whatever, to let a man on YouTube come down here to fight her. Now, you go on and say that you was just bullshit, and ain't no way in hell you would have done that. I know you don't do stuff like that, John. I don't know what all you do, but I know you have done some fucked up shit out here. You have, my nigga. You've done a lot of fucked up shit out here. So what, to say what a man would do and what a man won't do, I can't judge that. For one, you hot about your child, and I understand that 100%. All right, so you're no different than the rest of us parents out here who would go above and beyond for their children. Some will go deep on just words because that's how we do on YouTube. We talk shit. We you know what I'm saying? We use words. So who's to say what a man or a woman would do and wouldn't do for their child? Second of all, you said I sounded stupid. I sounded like almost dumb in the way you was putting it. But let me ask you this. If I said I was coming to New York to beat up your baby mama, how would you feel about that? Would you let that sit out there, whether it was on a community wall or whether it was on a live? Would you let that sit out there and not respond? So you're not thinking logical. You're not thinking like a man. You thinking it was just a community wall, I was bullshitting, and I should have said nothing. You got me fucked up, man. You got me fucked up. And furthermore, I'm just getting a whiff last night about what all this chaos was about. Because I'm working long hours. I don't get to get on YouTube like that. So I'm pretty much playing catch up, right? So when I seen this Nina girl in Lovely's chat, I asked her questions. I asked her questions because I wasn't understanding the whole what's this this whole thing about her doing what she did to your child, which I don't condone that. I don't condone that at all. But to know that y'all had a history, I'm starting to learn about where all this come from. What you did to her, I don't know, and I really don't care. What she did to you, it was kind of foul. But if it had nothing to do with children, it shouldn't have been even done like that. You know what I'm saying? If you hadn't done nothing to her child, she shouldn't have done nothing to your child. And then I proceeded to let her know that that's how J4K really get down. I don't know if she really knows that about us. She say she's been over here before, and she's been in other communities and got into it with other people. I don't know her reputation. I don't know this lady, and I'm not gonna judge her. But the thing is, I made it clear how I felt about what she done to her child, and I asked her don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Just as somebody who's on the outside looking in. I asked her not to do that, but did you acknowledge that part? You didn't. I also proceeded to tell her that Gamboy and Lil Jon get a lot of love in this community. So when you cross the line with those, yeah, you're going to get some backflash. But did you acknowledge that? No, you didn't. See, you proceeded, John. I know you a family man, man. You work, you try to take care of your child the best way you can, just like anybody. Just like me. I work and I try to provide for myself. But ain't nobody willing to make that risk, penitentiary, or possibly in the cemetery, over no words on YouTube. So when you put your words out there, John, on a community wall, I put my words out there on Lovely Panel. Just so it don't sit out there and it's like you daring me to say something. Because you knew I was coming. You knew I was going to say something. So let's not play the mind games or the word games. You knew I was coming. Like I said, before you start talking, bro, before you start running off at the mouth, think about what you're saying and then put yourself in that other man's shoe. Because don't nobody know you like you. And don't nobody know me like me. So for you to say, I should have known that you wasn't going to do that. John, I don't know you like that. And you don't know me. But I don't perceive you as no tough guy. Get what I'm saying? And then you proceeded to go on and talk about how if you were to come down here, there was nothing I could do. John, you got me all the way fucked up. If you believe that in your heart, just find out. Let me find out. You hear me? It's not going to be what you think it's going to be. See, you try to insult my intelligence, my nigga, with these word games. I don't play word games. You did? I don't play them kind of games. But if you'd have recognized not only what I was saying last night, but what I was typing before I got up there, I was really letting her know that what the fuck she did was wrong. And I asked her, can she please stop that? She didn't type no more after that, John. But I know you got to put on for your people. You know what I'm saying? I know how it go. I know how it go. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something, man. We all get into it. We all make up. We all be cordial. You know what I'm saying? We all go through, you know what I'm saying, what they call the YouTube shuffle, right? Right. And I used to be one of the ones, you know, uh, talking shit on Myron when Myron was going back and forth with her, you know. But let me tell you something, man. And it took me to step back, you know what I'm saying, and examine real life, right? No matter what that man went through, don't think for once that he don't love his kids too. Them his kids. Whatever he do with his kids, them his, man. But for another man to bash how he tried to, you know, make it better than the last time and get himself together. Man, I'm fucking proud of Myron, man. To see where he came from and see where he at now, them big ups, man. But when you come down on him like that and you say the shit you say, bro, that man ain't building. We have enough shit as men, not just as black men, not just as white men, but as men. Period. You know what I'm saying? On this earth, trying to keep it together. Whether it's for your family, whether it's for yourself, we go through a lot trying to keep it together. And I ain't, you know what I'm saying, me and Myra have had our beefs. But guess what? We done with that shit. We done with that shit. But you can't keep judging people about how they got their shit together. Everything is a fucking cycle. Everything is fucking steps. You take steps in order to get to where you at. Sometimes the steps don't be worth it. Sometimes the steps be bad steps. But you do what you got to do to make it. Shout out to Myra, man. Salute, bro. And this ain't even on no fuck shit. It's just being talking real shit as a man, man. Now you proceeded on to talk about if you had a came down, your biggest fear was that I was gonna call the police. Let me tell you something, man. And then you brought up that shit with me and Drop. Say, man, I don't think you pay attention to these streets, bro. See, a lot of y'all like to run with shit that ain't true. You had to be there in order to know what really went down. Not afterwards or running around the hotel like you kept to save a motherfucker and say you got a pistol and you saw on YouTube. That it was already said and done by then. But to say I called the police, you wrong. Now they came up there, I came back. And I ain't even finna explain this shit no more. Now, fuck that. I ain't finna explain it no more. Drop done already told you wasn't nobody there. Now, you ask him to debunk that. He telling y'all the truth. Wasn't nobody there. I ain't even finna go back over that shit. You don't know nothing about my streets, nigga, to know that, nigga, from where I was at that hotel to where we was when we saw that live that he was walking around the hotel, nigga, it takes almost an hour to get there, and that's with traffic. So y'all, man, say, miss me with that. And I said it all 100 motherfucking times. I was in my own city, homie. I wasn't ducking nobody. I wasn't ducking nobody. But it's people like you and other people who like take scenarios and run with it. You like to, but see, you listen to all the wrong people when you should have been listening to somebody there. See, you don't fuck with a nigga, but you'll listen to what he got to say about another nigga. And run with it. So if I had to run with everything that everybody said about you that you said it ain't true, then I'll be doing the same shit you doing. And that's clout chasing. We ain't got to never fuck around, John. You go your way, I go mine. But I'm going to leave that right there. I'm going to leave that right there. And you go and do whatever it is that you do, bro. Spark alive, whatever you do, man. But I won't be responding, my nigga, because first of all, I'm on some more shit. Before I let any motherfucker knock me off my square. I'm going to handle mine. Just believe that. Just believe that. But you're welcome. You're welcome. Because I did have a conversation with that lady. You're welcome. We need to grow up, man. Y'all need to get out that shit. Y'all need to get out that shit and grow the fuck up. That's all I'm saying. I'm done. Carry on.